It's this Justin News Comedy Club show with your very special guest stars,
Guru, HAILEY HACKETT, JP McHugh, Tamagram, Sophia Smarandescu, and our headliner, Amanda O.
and now the host of your show, the master of puppets, the man who can't spell his name without thinking Alcoholics Anonymous. Please welcome Aaron! Yay! Yay! Do I get paid? Thank you for tuning into this Justin News Comedy Club show. I'm your host, Aaron. Hey, we're having a great set of comics tonight. We have so many people, like Dave said, and let's start with our first comic. He is up so early on Sunday morning. I know you think it's Saturday night, right? What's he doing on Sunday morning? He's on the other side of the planet. So we can ask him what happened in the future. All right, we got some static going on. I hope someone's okay over there. Are we contacting Planet Mars? Hello? Hello? Oh, I think someone's got some mic issues. But you know what? This person's so fun. I think he's going to be great. I'm going to make sure I get back to speaker view. Sorry about that. So, this comic is all the way from, where is he from? He's from Malaysia. Please welcome to the stage, Guru! Yay!
Hello, everyone. Yeah, my name is Guru. I'm performing from Malaysia. It is right now 8:10 in the morning here. I like to make sure everyone knows how early it is so that if you see me yawning, I can pretend it's not your jokes. I'm performing from Malaysia, but I'm originally from Bangladesh. I know a lot of people don't know anything about Bangladesh. Bangladesh is a lot like India, except without any of the prestige or the potential. I don't mind when people just refer to me as Indian. Bangladesh actually used to be part of India, but every now and then I have to draw the line. Like one time I was in an Indian restaurant and it had a page in the menu that said Chinese food. And you know what the first thing on the Chinese food menu in an Indian restaurant was? French fries. So at that point, I thought, okay, you know what? I'm Bangladeshi, not Indian. Thank you. Anyway, I'm glad to be performing for an international crowd. I think most of you are American, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So I always dreamt one day I would get to perform for an American audience. And well, thanks to thanks to coronavirus, I kind of get to do that now. I would say you might not know how much of an influence American culture has in Asia. Like people here, they love your music, your movies, and your porn, all of that. Of course, there's also some things that we don't really like about your culture, things that I don't think we needed. Like, I don't think any of us needed to know who Honey Boo Boo was. Or, you know, all 15 of the Kardashians. I think, you know, one Kardashian was more than enough. A few people have told me, you know, why are you even bringing up Honey Boo Boo? That's like 5 years old now. No one talks about Honey Boo Boo anymore. The thing is, it takes time for stuff from your country to make it all the way here. For example, we're still on the first Gulf War. We're actually looking forward to the sequel. We hear that one's even better than the first one. You know, Gulf War II, The Empire Strikes Back. Right now, we're just starting to hear about this show that all of you are obsessed with, Tiger King. Let me just say, Bengal tigers come from Bangladesh. So it's nice to know that when we are sending you our endangered species, you are putting them in such capable hands. Also, I just wanted to say, when we send you Bengal tigers, please do not feed them your American junk food. And when I say American junk food, I mean your husband's. Now, I know you've had a lot of political issues recently. Like, I've actually heard, I think I know more about American politics at this point than I do about local politics. Now, I know I know some of you feel that politics has become very contentious in your country, but let me tell you, it is nowhere near as bad as Bangladeshi politics. Because Bangladeshi politics is more agriculture-based, and what that means is when the government doesn't like you, they will have you murdered and your body will be buried in a paddy field. That is agriculture-based politics, and that's what we have in Bangladesh.
Oh.
Now, doing these online mics, I was wondering, would I have any jokes that work for an American audience? So I thought maybe I'll just do the Asian open mics before I try doing an American one. But the problem is all the Asian open mics are also run by Americans. Like I watched the Vietnamese open mic, and you know, I thought that America had already pulled out of Vietnam years ago. It turns out not as thorough as I was led to believe. And then the Thai open mic, you know, apparently everyone in Thailand is from California. And so anyway, I make a lot of jokes about America because you are all easy targets, you know, large, slow moving targets.
Oh.
But I just want, before I leave, I just wanted to leave you with this. America has done amazing things, and I know you will continue to do amazing things in the future. But there's one thing I would like all of you to also know. Please don't come here. We don't want coronavirus.
Oh.
Anyway, that's my time, everyone. Thank you for having me.
Woo, let's give it up for Guru, guys. Thank you so much. And I just went blurry. That's the greatest part of my webcam. Tech support issues is always fun. Yay. Hey, Guru, where can we find you on social media?
I'm most active on Facebook. I'm Comical Guru on Facebook, and that's Comical space Guru. On Instagram and Twitter, it's the same, just no space. Comical Guru.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you, Guru. And here I thought you were in the future, and you're just still catching up to us. That's just sad. I mean, I'll tell you right now, the sequel to the Persian Gulf War wasn't so good. No, I don't think that was so good. The Empire Struck Back, and we just we never seen the third part of it, and we don't want to. And you know what, Guru, we would love to get out of our country, so I might just come visit you anyway. Yeah, I'm not going to bring the coronavirus with me, thank goodness. Oh. Stuff, you know what? Coronavirus has brought us all together. Without you guys, I wouldn't be here in my basement talking to a camera. So, right? Right. No, I love all you guys. Okay, the next comic coming up to our stage is from the United States. She is 3 hours behind us. So right now we're at 7 o'clock. It's 4 o'clock. Hey, what do you know? Please welcome to the stage, HAILEY Hackett. Yeah. Woo, 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 woo.
Hey. How are you all? Oh my gosh. You can tell by how I frame myself on Zoom that I used to be a fat kid. Like, I used to only take my selfies like this, you know, except I wouldn't smile because chubby cheeks. I'd be like, you know, it's hard. It really is. Because now I have to convince people I'm not trying to catfish them. You know, I'm like, oh no, I'm not 300 pounds anymore. Like, sorry. It's rough. When you used to be a fat kid, here's the thing. There's always going to be someone in your life that will never let you forget that you were just a plump little pumpkin. They're never going to let you forget. And for me, that was my grandmother. Once a week, she would take a second from Farmville and post a picture of me at my doughiest, okay? You know, and then she would tag me in it. Do you know how hard it is to go back to eating sticks of butter as a snack when you have to untag yourself from your before picture once a week? It's crazy. She's dead now, so nothing's stopping me. Like, I'm waking up at 3 a.m. in the morning like, ooh, McFlurries all over again. It's there are some advantages to having been a fat kid. Like, you learn soft skills, you know, like not just because you're soft, but it was there. But I learned how to like tell jokes and like be a hoe, you know, just anything to connect, honestly. It's really difficult to play hard to get when everyone knows you're desperate. So I'm a pretty straight shooter. I'm in a relationship now, which is fun. It's very serious. which is not the genre that I enjoy, but it's fun. Here's the thing though, we're at the point where we're starting to build a life together, and I was socialized as a woman to decide how my life was going to go, you know, like what my wedding was going to look like, where I was going to live, what my kids are going to be named. And I didn't know that men came with opinions. I didn't know that at all. It's so upsetting. I'm like, I'm not in a lesbian relationship. I don't want to discuss these things. Plus, if I push something out of my body, I think I should get to name it. Is that just me? I don't feel like you should have any say. But we're learning. I'm growing as a person. We're merging our dreams together. Like, I'll give you an example. I always wanted a beautiful estate in the mountains away from people. And he always wanted a mansion up in Hollywood Hills. Okay, stupid. So we had to compromise and get a studio apartment on the bad side of town. See, that's how you make a relationship work. It's great. It's hard though, like trying to keep things interesting in the bedroom. It's just very difficult. And not all your ideas are the best ideas. Like the other night we resorted to teen fiction inspired role play. Like, he pretended to be a cold undead vampire that like couldn't be with me because he would kill me. And I didn't read the books, I just watched the movie, so I just blinked a lot. I was like, yeah. Come closer. I don't know. Kristen Stewart's so dumb. I do have to say, I'm so excited. I don't know how everyone says politically, but I'm so excited Biden win, or won. And, it's just really important because I'm trying to get surgery soon. And I have to say, not to sound like a TED Talk, but I'm totally going to sound like a TED Talk. I'm just so excited. We live in a world where people can be who they really are, on the outside. Like if you're a boy on the inside, but you're biologically a girl, like you don't have to be confined by that identity your entire life. And that's just so beautiful to me. So I'm just really excited. I am going to get the surgery because I identify as being pretty. And some of you may think like, oh, you don't need the surgery. I'm like, thank you. And then other people will be like, wow, it's really not financially responsible. Not your business. But it actually is really financially responsible for me because just this year alone, I saved $50,000 in speeding tickets just by being cute. Do you know what a promotion it would be for me to be hot? Like, oh my God. Anyways, give it up for Aaron or Aaron. This has been awesome. Thank you guys.
All right, thank you, Haley Hackett. And you know what? We need to get back to her, Jared. Don't pan to me yet. Go back to her. We need to get your social media on the video, and I will post it on the post. So get her back. Thank you, Jared. Thank you.
Sure. You guys can find me at Haley Hackett Talks on Instagram. And I also have a podcast, Good Talk with Good People, on all podcast places.
Awesome. That sounds like a great show. We should check that out, guys. Thank you so much for being part of the show, Haley. It's been hard. This has been very stressful for the last week. I didn't sleep at all on Tuesday night. I think I slept from 11 to 4. I'm not quite sure why, but I was worried about our country just going through another 4 seasons of The Celebrity Apprentice, and I'm not sure we could have made it through. I was pretty sure I was going to get fired from that. So anyway, thank you, Haley. That was awesome. The night gets better and better every time. We've had 2 great comics, one from Malaysia, one from Los Angeles. Now we're going to fly back over the seas. We're going over to the United Kingdom, and we're going to bring on this comic. Please welcome to the stage, JP McHugh, everybody. Yeah, right.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Hope everyone's doing okay. I tried to tidy my beard up a little bit earlier on, but as I was shaving, I discovered there was a rather large fat person underneath. So I've just left it in this sort of hairy juggalo makeup sort of until it thickens back up. So one thing after another. I'm not feeling pretty sort of like on top of my game tonight. Actually lost my grandmother.
Oh.
Found her again. She was She was dead. She was dead.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
as I held on to her and I felt her last breath leave a body and a ever stiffening corpse sort of flipping out, the last sort of, all these reactions, like, all this dead corpse things. I was just trying to make sense of it all, looking around the room, noticing things from my childhood that I took for granted, and not really paid any attention to. She was quite religious, and I realised at that moment that myself, I hadn't sort of bought into that. I hadn't followed the religion of my grandmother, and I noticed just on top of a stack of magazines, there was, I'm assuming you have magazines in Malaysia and in America. They're like thin books, but I noticed a Bible. So I picked it up. I started to try and make sense of not only the situation, but myself, and the bigger picture. Where are we? What does it all mean? So I've got it here. I separated it into 4 component parts, which I discovered were with these little post-it notes. Pink for fashion. We've got green for unlawful sexual relations. The orange tab for diet and food tips, and the yellow tab for true life stories. I'm sure you're all more aware and well versed with me, than me, should I say, than a lot of these. There's a fantastic bread recipe in here, Ezekiel 4:7, for anyone who's going on a low carb, high carb sort of diet. It's confusing. It goes into Matthew 5:10, where it says Matthew should not live on bread alone. So we'll work that one out as we go along. Any fans of the Old Testament in tonight? Any fans
Yes.
yes, Old Testament. Get in there. If you're not aware of the Old Testament, it appears to be somewhat of a first draft, a work in progress that seemed to have been sort of bound together with the final book. I guess like an early DVD extra.
Yeah.
Leviticus. Any fans of Leviticus? Go Leviticus. God's word from the ether, from the whole universe. God who created everything, time, thoughts, showered down these great ideas into a human body, mind, through a pen, I'm assuming, or scribe, and here we are, the word of the Lord. 18. Do not wear clothing woven of 2 kinds of material.
It's so funny.
Do not, the word of God. Matthew 9:17. No one sews a patch of unshrunken cloth on an old garment, for the patch will pull away the garment, making the tear worse. The word of God. Mark 3:5. No one sews a patch of unshrunk cloth on an old garment, otherwise a new piece will pull away from the old, making the tear worse. Twice. Added twice, God. Yes, Luke. He told them this parable. No one tears out a piece of an old garment from a new one, otherwise they'll tear the new garment, make the patch worse.
All right. Thank you, JP, for that great set. Thank you so much. I'm sorry about the little interruption you had, but please tell us where we can find you on social media.
Twitter at the Cutty Bang, Facebook, the Cutty Bang Cabaret Show. Search JP McHugh, and you might find God knows what on the internet. I don't know, baby pictures.
All right. Thank you, JP. So fun. It's, you know what, I've been on a show over there and it was Frenzy, and I don't know if JP, if you've been on Frenzy, but that's a great show to be on. But I love the United Kingdom's comedy. I was always a fan of Monty Python, Benny Hill. what's Keeping Up Appearances. I can't think of all the comedies. I always love the Faulty Towers. There you go. Love the comedians over there. So you guys are awesome. Thank you so much, JP. All right, we had a little fun tonight. There's going to be a little technical edit in this show. Hey, guess what? If it ain't technical glitches, it's something else. And so that's okay. Everybody, we're all good. We're all together. Thank you so much. I want to bring up this very funny lady up to the stage next. She is from Alabama, right?
Alabama.
Alabama, please welcome to the stage. Tama Graham, yeah! Woo!
Hi, guys. Hello. My name is Tama Graham. Some people call me Firecracker. I don't know if it's my red hair or my tendency to blow up on people and leave them scarred for life, but I do have a built-in red flag, so it's like your fault if you get too close. Proceed with caution. And I'm not safe for children, so just please don't bring them around me or you might lose a hand. But you guys will always remember me. I had the pleasure of flying during COVID. That sucks more than usual. Please bring gum, because there's nothing worse than smelling your own breath for 8 hours. And maybe don't get Chipotle in the airport for multiple reasons. I flew to Paris, and I tell you, the French are freaks compared to our TSA. They go up your bra, down your back of your pants, between your thighs. I left out of there needing a cigarette and a Plan B. The lady in front of me was asking for child support. She was like, hey, I flew through here in March. Baby do. I need to talk to Andre. Andre's in the back like, tell her I'm not here. I'm not here. And the lady behind me, she's dropping her kids off for the summer. She's like, okay, kids, you see your daddy at lane 3. Go help him pat somebody down. I'll pick you up in 3 weeks.
Oh.
Flying is fun. It is. When I was driving home earlier today, I stopped at the local gas station and I saw they had Kim Kardashian flavored blunt wraps. Like, yeah, who wants to put a Kardashian in their mouth unprotected? It came with a condom, so I bought a 3-pack. Doesn't matter what you put in it. It all tastes like skank weed. I think they should rename it Keeping Up with Kanye's Morning Breath. So yeah, as Aaron said, I live in Alabama. I'm not from here, but I defend it a lot. We don't make it easy on ourselves, you know. What have we really invented besides diabetes and meth? We didn't actually invent those things, but we did perfect them.
Oh.
What can you say about a state whose flag is just 1X? If you've seen the people, you know it should be a 3X. We have a female governor. Yeah, she's all right, but I feel like she's going to save us some money because if she's as corrupt as the rest, she'll only embezzle 77 cents on the dollar.
Oh.
And the way we're going, next year will probably be 72 cents and she'll earn it from the kitchen.
Oh.
Have you guys ever been out and about and you run into a Facebook friend in real life and you're like, whoa, Amy, what happened to your face? Like, oh, I forgot my Photoshop glasses. That's just your face.
Oh.
I think it's really messed up that you take the time to Snapchat yourself into a puppy, but you don't Photoshop your fugly kids, like not even for the Christmas cards. Come on, guys. So I have some extra time on my hands this year. I think I'm going to do it myself. Add in some bangs for little cousin 5-head, get rid of the unibrow, add a vintage setting, send it back. Happy holidays. Here's what it looked like if you're a better mother.
Oh.
So as a redhead, it's always funny when people come up and ask dumb questions like, hey, baby, does the carpet match the curtains? No, what are you talking about? I'm not an interior designer. I don't even know what that means. But I do watch HGTV, so I can tell you that carpet is out and bare floors are in. The same goes for you gentlemen. Can you please like trim the rug so we can see the hardwood? I don't want to have to wade through the forest just for some kindling. Okay, it's curb appeal. The bushes are supposed to accent the house, not make it look haunted and creepy. Like, what's with the thorns? Are you trying to keep people out? Some guys go to the other extreme though, and they take it way too far. Like, I dated a guy, he shaved everything. His arms, his legs, his trunk, his junk. And when it starts to grow back like 30 seconds later, it's like, don't touch me. I don't want to cuddle with Brillo Pad Brad. He says he's Metro. I say, yeah, well, you can take your Metro butt down to the Metro station because I might be a cougar, but I'm not trying to look like a pedophile. People might think I'm your mom if we hang out much longer. All right, guys. Thank you so much. My name is Tamara Graham. You have been great. I'll give you back to your host, A.A. Ron.
All right. Hey, Tamara, before we take off onto her, hey, Jared, give her back to her. Just throw it back to her. I'm going to throw this. Jared.
Yeah. You get too many people on here.
Social media, Tamara Graham.
Yes, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. It's Ask Tamagram.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And you know what? That's, you know what? Tonight has been a little eventful. And like I said, I usually don't have that problem. So I apologize to everybody that's here. I guarantee it's not going to happen again. So if you're here and we had an issue, let's talk about it after the show. But thank you so much, Tamara Graham, for being on the show. Up next to the stage is a person from Illinois. So she's not too far from Michigan. She's almost close to me right here. I mean, she's over here somewhere. I think that's where the state Illinois is. I'm not quite sure. All I know is the hand now. I'm from Idaho, so I know like the Idaho state flag. You know, Idaho's like, you know, like this, and Michigan's like this. So you just do this. There you go. That's how I got here. I couldn't have just the gun. I needed the hand. So, anyways, please welcome to the stage Sophia Smarandescu. Yay!
Woo! Thank you. Yeah, that was a great geography lesson, Aaron. Thank you. Yeah, this has been an interesting show. We've been Zoom bombed 2 times. I'd have to say the thong dancing was my favorite. That was the best one. So I'm really happy that Trump is out of office. I'm assuming you guys all are too. Woo! You guys.
Woo! Hey!
Yeah.
We've having a dictator just by a little bit. Like if 3 million people didn't come out, we would have freaking had Putin. I don't know, whatever. I don't even have a joke for it. I'm just excited. All right. You guys might I was just thinking about like if America became a dictatorship, and it got me thinking. I was watching this documentary about dictators, and my favorite thing, I'm kind of a history buff, and my favorite thing about dictators is how they try to impress one another. Like I was watching this documentary when the Romanian dictator visited North Korea, and everyone talks about Southern hospitality, but that has nothing on dictator hospitality. So laying that out there. But when the Romanian dictator visited North Korea, Kim Jong-il had like thousands of singing and dancing women to greet him in the streets. Say what you will about communist regimes, but amazing choreography. So Kim Jong-il also had this North Korean band sing a classic Romanian song to the Romanian dictator when he was there. He had a North Korean band sing a Romanian song. It looked crazy. I gotta say, a lot of Republicans say that who think that being gay is unnatural have clearly never seen an Asian person singing a Slavic song. So, no. You guys, I'm very afraid of the coronavirus. You guys, I'm afraid of it. The coronavirus has got me wearing a face mask, a face shield, and a butt plug. I've been walking around. I have a very long last name. I have an Eastern European last name. I'm Romanian, and I grew up playing tennis. And playing tennis is a lot like getting tested for COVID. You know, when people find out, they're like, "Oh, I didn't know you were rich." So, but I grew up playing tennis, and my parents, they're very intense sports parents. They were like very mean sports parents. They weren't like nice, supportive sports parents. Like they would never bring like sliced oranges to a game, you know. Like if my mom were asked to bring sliced oranges to a match, she would react like Melania when she was asked to put up Christmas decorations in the White House.
Hmm.
Oh. All right, guys, that's a new joke. You guys, there is a movement to defund the police throughout the year, and I fully support it. Just letting you guys know. I think once they rename the police the arts, they'll surely get defunded. All I'm saying is, I think that cops should have to fundraise for tear gas on PBS. That's all I'm trying to say.
Oh.
They use the term starving artist, but I want to see a starving cop, you guys. That's what I want to see. Of course, cops act like psychos. All they do is eat donuts and drink coffee, man. They need a balanced diet. I'm actually a first generation therapy goer. Anybody else here?
Woo-hoo.
Yeah, give it up for yourselves. I think there should be a scholarship for people, the first person in their family to go to therapy. I think it should be called the what do I need therapy for? To go and to cry if my dog dies scholarship. My therapist was recently asking me if my family had a history of depression. And I was like, lady, I was born Eastern Europe. Like, just look at their faces, you know. Like, they don't even call it resting. Oh, I can't even say that joke. PG-13, you guys. All right. They don't call it resting blank face. They call it resting turmoil face. That's what I wanted to say. Because my family's so depressed. One time my mom was sad, and that was like the happiest I'd ever seen her. All right, you guys, I think my time's up. Thank you very much for having me. This on TJIN. I don't even know the alphabet. Thank you.
All right. Hey, let's not go away from her yet. Let's get her social media links there. What's your social media links?
All right. My social media, I am on Facebook. My Facebook name is Sophia Marmalade. I'm posting jokes on there on the reg, and then I'm on Instagram at Romanian Secret Police. So
Romanian Secret Police. All right. Thank you so much. Now we're on Tamagram somehow, so I'm going to spotlight myself. I think Jareth is here. Maybe he did. No, he's right here. All right. Thank you. Let's give a round of applause to Sophia. Thank you so much for being part of the show. You know what? I'm not directly from Eastern Europe and all that. My last name is Despiva. That is Bohemian. And most people go, what's Bohemia? And you have to explain, before World War I, there was a country named Bohemia. It wasn't the Bohemian Rhapsody. That's not where I came from. It's hard to explain that. But I grew up in a German add-on house. That's the weirdest thing ever, because it's a house that you add rooms to as you need them. So when my parents got it, they added a kitchen, a porch, and then they annexed Poland. I don't know why. Have no idea. Anyways, thank you so much, Sophia. Now we're up to our headliner tonight, and this lady is awesome. I've seen her just grow from the Hot Breath Comedy Network. She is awesome, and she is from Connect, I Cut. Oh, that's Connecticut. You know what? If you look at it, it says Connect, I Cut. I don't know if we need to reach out and help the whole state. We might need to, but I think they voted the right direction anyway. So please welcome to the stage, Amanda. Oh, yeah. All right.
Hey, everybody. So nice to be here. Let's have another round of applause for our amazing host, Aaron, all the amazing comics that were here today. A lot of fun, great show. So excited to be here. So I look too ethnically ambiguous. Yeah. I've been asked from white, black, Asian. Sometimes creepy guys will go, oh, you look exotic. What are you? And I'm like, oh, thanks. I'm not interested.
Yeah.
That's what I am. I'm actually Puerto Rican, and this guy I've known for 4 years. 4 years. Heard me speaking Spanish recently, and he was like, whoa, I didn't know you were Spanish. I thought you were black. I was like, and that confirms you're white. So
Oh.
now we know. But it used to annoy me until I started applying to colleges. Like whenever the application asked what ethnicity are you, I checked other and I wrote down I am whatever will get me into this college. Just like I'll be whichever minority you don't have on the brochure. How about that?
Oh.
You can use me. I am from Connecticut. Connecticut is surrounded by New York City and Boston. So basically nobody cares about us, you know.
Yeah.
We're like the Kourtney Kardashian of the East Coast, you know. Some of you don't know who Kourtney is, and that just really proves my point here, you know. You know, if you ask a Connecticut resident why they like living in Connecticut, a lot of them will say, oh, it's because it's only an hour away from New York. And it's like, so why not live in New York? That's like if I said, I'm dating my boyfriend only because I like his friend, you know. Doesn't make sense to me, is what I'm saying. Yeah, I like Connecticut. It's just not as exciting as New York. You know, like everyone loves New York so much they even have those shirts that say, I love New York. If Connecticut had a shirt, it would say, I love New York, you know. We love it. But things were kind of rough for me growing up. My family lived by two very important rules. Rule number 1, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And rule number 2, if it is broke, just ignore it. You know, we don't have the money. I grew up in a small house. Before tiny houses were popular, it was called being poor. Yeah. The original tiny house. You know, your house is small when the names of the rooms have slashes in them. You know, like whenever I had friends over, I'd show them around. Like, so this room is the dining room / office / workout area / storage for anything we can't fit anywhere else. Yeah. Welcome. You know, we had one bathroom too, and my parents and I constantly fought over it. As I was getting older, I was in there more because I didn't have confidence in my looks. And as my parents got older, they were in there because they didn't have confidence in their bladders. So
oh, God.
Quite the dilemma. Yeah, I live with my parents now, and I've been noticing lately that my dad likes to airbrush every morning, and I didn't even know that.
No.
Oh, he's not into art. He just still thinks he has hair to comb, you know.
Oh.
Airbrushing. Aaron is not my dad, but they have similar hairstyles. Yeah. I'm always like, Dad, there's nothing there. But yeah. But you know, people say you can't keep a good woman down, but my depression has fully accepted that challenge. You know. So, just took it right on. I am a bit of an introvert, and my therapist is constantly telling me, like, you need to go and socialize more. And I'm like, I'm not opening up myself to anyone, okay, except the COVID testing nurse. That's about it, you know. A COVID joke. People are sick of them.
Oh.
Uh-oh, does someone here have COVID? Well, let's check them out. You know, the pandemic has been going on forever. Seems like forever, and it's especially hard for me because I'm a germaphobe, which used to be weird, but now I'm a trendsetter. So it's I'm living my best life. Not to brag, but before everyone was washing their hands to Happy Birthday twice, I was washing my hands to Bohemian Rhapsody 5 times.
Oh.
And not the song, the movie.
Whoa.
Very clean. Yeah, I graduated college a few years ago, and during college, my friend and I gained some weight. In our senior year, she decided to get in shape, while I decided to continue looking like a shape. So, a little different. Looked like a trapezoid, you know, like narrow on top, but like wide bottom. You know what I mean? You remember those from geometry. One night we were watching a movie, and she just gets up and starts doing crunches. I was like, what are you doing? She was like, well, I didn't work out today. I didn't get to go to the gym, so I'm working out now. And that actually inspired me. Like, it inspired me to get a new friend, you know? I was like, let's try to just Netflix and chill the hell out. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, when I first got to college, I saw the campus had a lot of hills, and I was like, oh, this will be good for me, to help me to lose some weight. Cut to a few weeks later, I was still overweight. I just had really strong calves, Only difference. There were like a lot of hills, rocks, trees. It was like I was paying 60 grand a year to hike,
No.
A lot of walking. It was really bad. It got so bad I made sure to always have a Gatorade, some trail mix, and a tent just in case I didn't make it before sundown, So bad. I remember telling all this to my parents, and they're like, just remember to enjoy college because it's all downhill from there. I was like, thank God, My legs are killing me. To be honest with you all, I really don't even like to think about college. I hate cardio so much it's even hard to walk down memory lane,
Oh.
The challenge. Not a big fan of jogging my memory, if you will,
Oh.
I took a little too far there. I am trying to eat healthier, but it's hard. I grew up in a Hispanic household where the belief is if you're 30 pounds overweight, you're too skinny,
Oh.
Like grab another plate. My friend told me I should eat more superfoods, but I honestly don't even know what that is. I was like, I don't know. Should I put little capes on my Twinkies? I don't get it. I don't know. Someone help me out. I'm having a hard time deciding what diet to do. My friends tell me, they're like, look, just trust your gut, And if I did that, I would be eating McDonald's all the time. So I'm not going to do that. Also, healthy food is expensive. Like, I don't think I can afford it. I've thought about going to a good restaurant and just dining and dashing, but with the way I eat, it's clear I cannot run. So wouldn't get far. Yeah, but I was shopping for some clothing the other day, and I noticed the tag on the pants said generous fit. And I was like, wow, these pants are so giving, So great. Generous fit almost makes me feel grateful that I'm so generous at McDonald's,
Oh.
We're just giving. They fit nice too. Like they have extra deep pockets to like fit my hot pockets. So it's a real good. It's a good buy. But okay, currently I've been trying to exercise more, and I'm the type of person that steps up to the plate, when I have to. Especially when that plate is full of cake, and I'm like right there.
Oh.
But, I try to go for walks at least every now and then. And the other day I was walking down the street and some creepy man was like, hey, nice butt. I was like, hey, what do you like about it? Be more specific. Yeah. A compliment's a compliment. I'll take it where I can get it, Where are my fellow desperate people at? Just me. Oh, there you are. Did we just become best friends? I think we did. But anyway, yeah, I sometimes will see my little cousin, not as much anymore, but I'll sometimes babysit her. She's 4 years old, and whenever I see her, ask her that same tired question, like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And it's stupid because kids always say the most unrealistic things, like, I want to be a pirate, or I want to be a princess, or I want to be happy,
Aww.
Like, yeah, me too, Like, honestly, you have a better chance of being a princess, in all honesty. But she told me she wants to be a doctor and an actress. I was like, perfect combo. People do that all the time, So I was like, great, let's practice. Leave the room, come back in and say, hi, I'm Sasha. I'll be your doctor today. So she did that. She was all excited. Then she was like, now let's practice me being an actress. I was like, great. Leave the room, come back in and say, hi, I'm Sasha, and I'll be your waitress this evening. It's tough out here, kid. But thank you so much. You guys have been a great audience. I've been Amanda. Have a great rest of your day. This is an awesome show. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Amanda. And where can we find you on social media, Amanda?
So you can find me on Twitter at Amanda O Snap.
Oh, snap. Yeah. All right. Let's give a round of applause to Amanda, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being on the show tonight. We have been such an interesting show tonight. And some of you won't know about that because it's going to be on YouTube, and I have ways of editing things out. Guess what? I'm that good. Yeah. I want to thank all our comics tonight that were on tonight. Guru, all the way from Malaysia, thank you so much. Yeah. HAILEY HACKETT from Los Angeles. Awesome. JP McHugh from the United Kingdom, thank you so much. Tamagram from Alabama. Sophia Smarandescu from Illinois.
Yeah.
I got through that without biting my tongue, so I'm grateful for that. And Amanda O, our headliner. Let's all give ourselves a round of applause, guys. You guys were awesome. And a big round of applause for my co-producer who helped me through this nightmare a little bit tonight, Jared Johnson. Yeah, all right. Woo. All right. Thank you so much for being part of the show tonight. There won't be a show next week. The studio is near my bar in the basement, and there's a party going on, and I was told I can't have the show while the party's going on. Something about no one wants to see me doing Zoom comedy, and I was a little disappointed. But stay tuned in the week after. There will be a bombing run winner, maybe 2 on there, and more comics. So stay tuned, and let's have some fun tonight. And good night, everybody. Thank you for being part of the show. Woo!
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Aaron.
This has been an oddly funny production.